Or say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Let's watch a game in one of the most pathetic, useless, frustrating, piece of shit tanks in the game. There it is. And you're saying, oh, but it's Bert. It's the cute little artillery. Look, it's Bert. Popa smoke in his Bert. What's wrong? I've seen a lot of videos about Bert the Avenger. It's British, and there's a lot of videos from England that say how great this little guy is. So much fun. Yeah, well, I watched them too, and almost made the mistake of actually getting one of these. Like, first of all, it's artillery. Okay, so if you want an artillery. But that's besides the point. Secondly, it's the fucking worst artillery in the game. Why? Why? Because it has no fucking range. You can't shoot far. You have to move close to the enemy to be able to hit them. This artillery has less range than all the other tanks, like the medium, heavy, TDs. It has less range than all the other tanks. You have to get close to them to shoot them. They will detect you before you can be in range to shoot them. So, like, what's the fucking point? And I watched videos of Bert the Avenger, you know, running around, shotgunning, because I guess if you get 2 or 3 million replays eventually loaded on some website, you can search and watch a game where this guy runs around like a lunatic and basically plays as a TD and shotguns 2 or 3 people, right? You find a Hellcat or people with not very much armor and you shotgun them. They're low HP and you can kill them. Watch this. He's going to try and hit this guy to help his team, right? Here he goes. Let's take a shot. Come on, take a shot, buddy. He missed. He missed. But he reloads fast. You know, he reloads fast, so let's take a shot. Oh, he goes. Let's shoot this IS-2 over here. No, he can't. The IS-2 is out of range. See that IS-2 on his? He's set up to be able to... Any other artillery, that IS-2 in the bottom left corner there, he can't shoot that IS-2. Come on, show us. He knows he's not going to even try and aim at him. That IS-2, that's in the open. He can't because he's out of range for artillery. The IS-2 is out of range. So what is the fucking point? He has to drive close enough to the IS-2 so that the IS-2 will spot him before he can shoot him. And his range is basically the maximum view range. The range of this artillery is right about there now. That's his maximum range, and that's about the maximum detection range. So you have to basically pretty much move into detection range to be able to use your SPG. And yeah, I've seen a couple of games where this thing runs around and shotguns people. And yeah, you could play 700 or 800 games and finally have one game where maybe that will happen. And then you can play 699 games where you just fucking wallow around. You get some Malinovka, you get that map, and it starts, and you aim, and you can't hit anyone. You got to drive into the middle of the map to be able to hit the enemies. They spot you and kill you. Like, you just, what the fuck are you supposed to do in this stupid thing? I mean, at least it's fast, and this... This is the no bullshit channel where I give you the straight goods. So if you see some of these videos where, you know, Bert the Avenger with the cute music, dun, 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 and he jumps off and shotguns someone, you go, oh, he's so cute. I think I'll get one of these. You know, go ahead, get one and play 20 games, and you can shoot your gun really quickly and do 25 damage per shot. If the enemies are really close to you. If they're far away, you can't hurt them because you're an SPG. You're an artillery, so you can't hurt the guys that are far from you. In fact, you can get detected and be in, see the circles on the map, inside the biggest circle. So that, look, he doesn't have the range. He can't shoot the base. Did you see that? He has to move closer. He tried to get it to a spot. He's not in range of resetting his base. So fuck that. You might as well drive somewhere else. He can't hit anyone. He tried to get ready to reset his base, but he can't shoot that far. This one looks fun. You can get shot if you're detected and you're in people's render range, the big circle. Tanks can shoot you. Their shells travel far enough to hit you, but they're too far for you to shoot back. So I watched some of those videos with the cute music and thought, yeah, maybe I should get one of these because, you know, it looks fun and cute. And then I started thinking, well, you know, I get hundreds and hundreds and thousands of games sent to me, replays. You know how many games I get of this thing? Having an epic game? Please show my game in my bird. Do you know how many I get? None. This is one of the only ones I got. And I'm showing you, he's going to have an epic game here. So far, he's done 0 because he's missed every shot, and all the enemies were too far from him to hit. But he's fast, and he's smart enough to move here, and maybe he can get a shot. Let's see. No, he can't. So he's going to go cap. One of his teammates is in the cap, so he might as well cap as well. And Bert, the Avenger. Should we play the cute music? Oh, look, he's so... Look at him. He's so cute. He's a fucking turd. He's horrible. If you're going to think, just skip this tank. It's so fucking pathetic. Oh, and I didn't mention, if you actually do hit someone with this thing, you don't stun them because your gun's too small. Well, you know, okay, that's my opinion. I always give you my no bullshit opinion. If any of you actually play this turd and you've had a good game, send it to me and put Bert in the title so I can find it, and I'll give you equal time if it's great. But he's going to win this game because he's capped. See, he was smart enough to go cap. Just a few more seconds here. Can he actually hit this guy? Oh, look at that. He got some damage. You see that? You see that? He did. And he's the last man standing on the team versus 5. So epic victory. That's right. Kolobanov's medal. Standing 1 versus 5. He did shit and made almost no credits because, you know, it's a fucking horrible game. But he won Kolobanov's medal in his turd. That's right. Turd the Avenger, not Bert the Avenger. It should be called Turd the Avenger. But let's move on. I can't leave you with that. Sergio Luca in his Comet. Might as well show you a great game in a tank that's actually fun to play. And I might as well be British because I just bashed the British the turd. There's so many tanks like that, you know, that it's those Brits that have the YouTube channels with that were really popular when the game started. I actually remember watching years ago, watched Sergio Luca here kick ass in his Comet. He's top tier, so of course, you know, watch the moves he makes. Just pressure, just go for it. But I remember years ago when I first started the game, I used to watch, you know, the Brits had if you wanted to know what was going on in the game, you had to watch the YouTube. It was the Brits that had all the channels. And of course, they talked up the British tanks like there was no tomorrow. I remember actually watching that in one particular video. I can't find it now. But one of the popular British YouTubers was trying to explain how the Centurion 7-1, which in those days before the buffs was the slowest, the least armor, the lowest DPM, and the longest reload. And the shittiest turret. So basically a piece of shit. And he was showing, he had a great game, and it was showing the power of the Centurion and how you had to get the Centurion 7-1, the tier 9. And then he cautioned that perhaps the Top Gun would not be suitable to your playstyle because it had the lowest DPM and the longest reload. So I would recommend that you use the stock gun, and by dabbing the 2 key, then your penetration will be sufficient for the higher tier tanks you will face, and your DPM will increase by using the stock gun and will be more devastating on the battlefield. Like, fuck off! And I actually went down that line and got the Centurion 7-1, the complete total hunk piece of shit that it was. And thank God, like a few years later, Wargaming buffed the British tanks, so now they're not that bad. But and you know, that was actually one of the reasons, being duped into thinking that the Bert was the cute Avenger that everyone would love, and the Centurion 7-1 was so powerful, that I went down those fucking British lines, and that was one of the reasons that kind of got me. Someone's got to start doing the no bullshit. Reviews of these things, because this fucking crap that I watch is like, fuck me, holy shit. Like, talk about sales jobs. I know people want to be patriotic, and if you're a Brit, you kind of like the British tanks. If you're American, you like the American ones. If you're French, you might like the French. But holy fuck, man, give your fucking head a shake. You think I'm going to do a video talking about how great the T110E5 is now? Like, holy fuck. It's a turd. It's a piece of shit. Like, call it like it is. So let's call it like it is here. Bert the Avenger should be named Turd the Avenger. It's a fucking useless piece of shit. Don't bother playing it. The Comet here, on the other hand, is pretty fun. If you're top tier. If you're bottom tier, you got to spam APCR like a motherfucker. Because the penetration is shit. And you'll be bottom tier a lot. So, you know, there is that. But if you dab that 2 key, your penetration jumps. And all of a sudden you're competitive. You know, your skill level goes up. You become a Unicom when you do this. Got that? If you can do that, then your skill level will increase. And this thing has, you know, it's got everything. It's got the speed, the accuracy, the gun depression, the DPM. It's got it all. If you dab the 2 key, it'll cost a fucking fortune. You'll lose credits every fucking game. But it's one of those tanks that if you want to get your WN8 up, you play this one because your stats will be compared to all the ones from people that don't press the 2 key. So if you have a good game, your WN8 will be through the roof because, let's face it, most people bottom tier that don't spam gold will suck. And yeah, there is that. So that's what you get, you know. Got him. That's what you get. Yeah, I got ya. You see? Well, Sergio Luca, you had a pretty good game there. You did well, buddy. And I don't think he spammed that much APCR. But look at this. He did great. Now that's fun to play. Never mind Bert the Turd. 7 kills. On top. When you're top tier, this thing is fun. He actually made credits. Yeah, my rant's over. That's it. You know, I speak the truth. I don't cherry coat. I don't sugarcoat, cherry pick, and all that fucking shit, you know? I mean, there's enough bullshit in the world. You got to deal with bullshit in a fucking video game? Come on. This is the no bullshit channel where we call it like it is. And that's it for today.